big fat lady with 2 or 3 kids and sit down by her side. Ride till the sun comes up and down around me about 2 or 3 times. Smoking cigarettes in the last seat, trying to hide my sorrow from the people I meet and get along with it all. Go down where people say y'all, sing a song with a friend, change the shape that I'm in, get back in the game, start playing again. I'd like to stay, but I might have to go to start over again. Might go back down to Texas, or might go somewhere that I've never been. Get up in the morning and go out at night, and I won't have to go home. Get used to being alone, change the words to the song, and start singing again. I'm tired of running around looking for answers to questions that I already know. I could build a castle of memories just to have somewhere to go. Count the days and the nights that it takes to get back in the saddle again. Feed the pigeons some clay, turn the night into day, start talking again when I know what to say. Greyhound station, going to get a ticket to ride.
It's working. Nikki, can you hear me? Nate, are you back there? Yeah, does sound good, loud and clear. Sarah? All right, Brad, you mind on the audio back there? No, Jay tries to do faders and DMX. Yeah, he's gonna use that to sing, and then. We've done it before, plenty of times. Yeah. Maybe to fill time. I'm looking at you to come up here and just let it, just rip. Just let it happen. Type 5. We have our AV team, Nick and Ani. Can we give it up for Nick and Ani and what they do for us here and the effort they put in? Very thankful, very excited to have them. We got Eric Mueller on audio back there. Give it up for Eric. Yeah, big shout outs. Where are my Mundelein people? We got some Mundelein people in the house. Yeah, this man's from Mundelein. We got some Jefferson people, Wisconsin. Hey, look at that. This guy just drove. He literally drove 300 miles to get here, and we think he actually had to cross the border. They checked his passport, but he was good. We got our good friend Jonathan. How many of you guys know him in this room? There's a few of you guys. We're really excited to have him out here. This is his
invited like 800 times.
That's true. He gets the evites, but he deletes them right away.
Dude, I just cleared my calendar.
You know what? We're glad it worked out today. This is actually the last one he's being invited to, so you get one and done. That's about it. But Jonathan and I, we're close friends.
We're like best friends.
Some would say brothers.
Yep.
Sandwich buddies.
Yep. As close to lovers as you can get
Yes.
without being inappropriate.
Without being inappropriate. So we're big fans of sandwiches and hot dogs.
Yes.
Dude, we love hot dogs. We got some roof dogs.
Yeah.
All right, so let me see if I get a thumbs up from my team in the back. Thumbs up, thumbs down. We got a thumbs up. Hey, Jesse just got here. Jesse, make yourself at home, but you're next. So, Nick, how's it looking? Good? Awesome, awesome. Okay, so Jonathan has never actually played guitar before. So I want to ask that you guys give him a lot of grace, but give him a really warm welcome. This is Jonathan. Take it away.
Oh, thank you. I'm so honored to be here. I honestly, other than like playing at church here and there, I cannot remember the last time I performed. So I'm a little nervous. I'm already sweating under these stage lights. And so bear with me. I did, of course, as any good open mic night musician does, I prepared songs according to a theme, which tonight's theme is country and western. I was going to do a whole get up, but I forgot my cowboy hat. I have come to appreciate the gift of country and western music in large part through the discovery that it's sort of like the original punk rock, actually in a lot of ways. It's very like against the mainstream, and I can't help that I grew up punk rock. So I'm going to begin with a song by an artist named Dean Johnson called Faraway Skies, because I feel like it speaks to my personal experience greatly. Excuse me. Just one moment. Okay. Oh gosh, you're gonna get a lot of that clanking. All right, let's see. You wouldn't know by looking at me, but I am a cowboy, my friend. I'm forever out riding the range of my mind, dreaming away all of my time. Canyon walls and cattle calls, the jangle of spurs, the light light of dawn, put the saddle on, start moving the herd. The distant horizon, our glorious sight, and there's getting lost in the Milky Way at night. I've got a lightning lasso and a trusty horse blue. I've got a 6-shooter too. I've got an old Stetson hat and a shaggy mustache. Yes, I'm at home on the range. Tumbleweed and buffalo, the rivers run wild. Sunset over rolling hills, the ghost riding sky. A campfire song has me feeling just right, and I'm getting lost in the Milky Way tonight. Down on the sidewalk, life passes me by. Oh, I've been too slow for these times, but now you'll be knowing if you look in my eye. I'm a cowboy neath faraway skies. I'm a cowboy neath faraway skies. I feel like that would have been more effective in the whole get-up, you know? Excuse me. It's the only wardrobe change you'll have to endure tonight. So, speaking of country western music and punk rock roots, I listened to a podcast a couple years ago called Cocaine and Rhinestones. Any fans? Cocaine and Rhinestones? Not of Cocaine and Rhinestones, of the podcast, okay? The lady who cheered for cocaine, I'm just kidding. But one of the seasons of Cocaine and Rhinestones digs into the life story of George Jones, who's kind of like the Elvis of country music. Like, he is the biggest name. And I found it very compelling, and then I fell in love with one of his songs. It's called Walk Through This World With Me. So that's this song. Walk through this world with me and go where I go. Share all my dreams with me. Oh, I need you so. In life we search, and some of us find. That's my phone dinging. Silence your phones for the performers, guys. In life we search, and some of us find. Oh, I've looked for you a long, long time, and now that I've found you, new horizons I see. So come take my hand and walk through this world with me. Walk through this world with me and go where I go. Share all my dreams I've searched for you so. And now that I've found you, new horizons I see. So come take my hand and walk through this world with me. Come take my hand and walk through this world with me. Thank you. Finally, if I can sort my way through it, Daniel inspired me. He's a man who loves God, and we're all here celebrating his first ever sermon. You know, how exciting. And he gave me the cliff notes in the back, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to break the theme. Because that's the best thing to do when you've established a theme, is to then immediately disregard it and just give the people a wild card. So this is, I grew up in a church tradition that has one of the prominent features of our worship spaces was something called the mercy seat. Does anyone know what the mercy seat is? Okay, well, you're all heathens. In the Old Testament, the mercy seat is the lid of the Ark of the Covenant, right? Between the two cherubim. It's called the mercy seat. It was God's literal throne on earth. So that was where the high priest would meet with God, right? Almost like face to face, like Moses did, right? The thing is, in the Old Testament, it's a very dangerous place, like to be in the presence of the Holy God, right? And it's not until Jesus' death, when the temple, the Holy Holies that cordoned off the mercy seat from everything else was torn from top to bottom, right? And so the idea is now, through Jesus, we can approach, like boldly, God's throne on earth. And what we encounter there is not judgment, it's not condemnation, is not the fierce and awesome destructive power of our holy God, but it's actually grace. So one of the churches my wife and I used to pastor on the mercy seat at the front of the sanctuary said, his love has no limits, and then the other side, his grace has no measure. And that's a lyric from this old hymn that probably you've never heard, called He Giveth More Grace. And it's one of my favorites, so I thought, I'll do that. If I can get through it. He giveth more grace as our burdens grow greater. He sendeth more strength as our labors increase. To added affliction, he addeth his mercy. To multiply trials, he multiplies peace. When we reach the end of our hoarded resources, when our strength has failed ere the days have done. Oh no, that's the lyric. When we reach the end of our hoarded resources, the Father's forgiving has only begun. His love has no limit. His grace has no measure. His power no boundary known unto men. For out of his infinite riches in Jesus he giveth and giveth Thank you. Thank you for letting me play. Jesse's gonna funk it up. Am I introducing Daniel? Abandoned me in my hour of need.
Yeah, he kind of did.
Yeah. He did prep me what's supposed to happen.
Oh,
after.
maybe he's in the green room. I don't know. Oh, here he comes. Okay. Oh, I need to get the other speaker. Okay. A little in between music.
I'll be in the green room.
I had to, there was a disturbance, if anyone's seen Spider-Man. You know, when he runs away and he's like, there's a disturbance, but we're going to get Jesse lined up. Give it up for Jesse. He's going to make his way to the front here. I had to, I forgot to get the speaker for him, so I had to run to the garage. Well, I didn't have my phone on me, and the garage was closed. So then I go around the block, down the street, uphill both ways. So Jesse's gonna get ready. He's got piano on. We're gonna get a mic set up for him. We got Carlin here. Carlin showed up. Dude, as soon as Carlin gets a new job, he's just everywhere now. So we're going to get started real quick here. We just had to get a couple things set up. Now, a lot of you guys have seen Jesse before. He's come out here a handful of times. He's really, yeah, we got some big fans. We got some big fans, Jesse.
I appreciate
think
that, y'all.
he should start charging, actually. He does have CDs in the back.
I appreciate that very much, y'all. It's a pleasure, it really is, to perform. Every time I've played here,
Heck yeah, dude.
I loved it. I mean, it's such a warm reception. People are so nice.
That's cool.
And
That is cool.
Yeah.
That's why we do it, man. We want to
Yeah.
we want to give a platform to elevate others and their giftings, and to put others down. I mean, no, to we want to look down on you. No, I'm sorry, I'm off. Jesse, do you want to take it away and kind of tell us about your 5-year plan? Okay.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna need like maybe 20 seconds to warm the sax up, but after that, you know, it's gonna be.
Dude, what if we just go around and we start asking people the man on the street stuff?
I think that's a great idea.
All right, tell us what you did at 4 p.m. today.
I worked.
You worked at 4 p.m. All right, I'm coming over here. What did you do at 4 p.m. today? Oh,
A couple beers.
you had a couple beers. What kind of beers?
Two brothers.
Nice. Wait, here's a question. Simple one. What's your favorite beer?
Corona.
You're supposed to say a cold one. Why do you know that? Who made the buffalo chicken dip? That's the question. They love it. We got big fans in the back. We got big fans of the buffalo chicken dip. She actually used venison and elk. There's deer in that. All right, Rachel, where were you at 4 p.m. today? Is it at Fish Lake? Maybe we should go with like 10 a.m. Sarah, I'm coming over. Sarah, this is Sarah, you guys. This is my coworker at the chapel. Where were you at?
Testing.
Where were you at 1 p.m.? Let's do that.
It's good.
At 1 p.m. I was
Okay.
at home working.
1 p.m. working. Oh, I took PTO today, so I was off the clock. All right, Grant. Grant is the man that drove very, very far. Where were you at 1 p.m.?
We're good.
I was golfing today.
Dude, how'd you shoot, man?
Absolutely horribly.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, thanks for playing. We're gonna hand it over.
We're good.
Oh, Jesse, what about can we test the audio on this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Check.
Should we test it after this one or right now? You want to know?
Let's test it right now.
Okay, right.
Put any random song on. I want to make sure I'm not connected to it.
Is it Total PA Max?
Yeah, you
Total
got
PA Max.
I think that. Well, I just disconnected, so hopefully it's available for you.
Okay, I'm connected to Total PA Max. So
Total
that's-
Pa.
Yeah, that should be it.
Total
That's
Pa
it.
Max.
Okay, awesome.
Do you want to play something?
Yeah, let me give it a shot.
Pa,
here.
can you mute that for me a moment?
Sure.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Perfect.
Dance
All
music.
right.
Don't want to give away too much.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, yeah.
uh,
Without further ado, I give you Jesse.
Thank you guys. Thanks for coming out. I'll lower this a little bit. Yeah, so for this set, I wanted to include something that I really liked playing last time I was here, right before New Year's of this year. I played an Anderson .Paak song, and love Anderson .Paak. And during that song, there's a section where there's actually like a little rapping, and I was like, no, not for me. But I've not now, but I will warn you, there's some gentle rapping in this song, and so it's very gentle, but just watch out, Very gentle, smooth. But anyways, yeah, so this is kind of another Anderson .Paak song. He did this with a couple of young musicians, young jazz musicians, Domi and JD Beck, and I love the sound. It's a new sound, and I'm gonna give it a shot for you guys here. This is "Take a Chance," Anderson .Paak. You're only funky as your last cut. No use in packing what is wrapped up. They question why I'm prepping for disaster. I guess I'm still affected by the last one. No need to make excuses on behalf of sometimes I just do stupid for the reactions. So blame it on my foolishness that I would rather. But if we speaking truthfully, I'm just a God won't give me more than I can handle. Rich, but I can't afford to have a scandal. This isn't what we wanted in the sense that I'm sick. And it's trying to front like I can't stand you. Found another one and that's cool. But I'm the only one who has you. If there's something that I can do, tell me what, I'll make it and come back through. Come back, it can't be too late. Come back home, you held me right where it's safe. No one can, there's no one could ever replace. It's not too late before you walk away. Hold on, just let go of who I used to be. Right now, I need you to take a chance on me. You've heard it before. It's time I let the action speak. 'Cause right now, I need you to take a chance on me. The bang I needed for the breakthrough. Nights I entertained women. What a waste for the sake of getting laid. You ever ran out of patience for buddy who turned around, man enough to face it? Right now, that's my bad. Let me find where I was. Even though I changed, it's the same location. But when I come home, you'll be waiting. Come home, it can't be too late. Come back home, you held me right where it's safe. No one compares, no one could ever replace. It's not too late before you walk away. Hold on, just let go of who I used to be. 'Cause right now, I need you to take a chance on me. You've heard it before. Time I let the action speak. 'Cause right now, I need you to take a chance on me. Come home, hold on, just let go of who you used to be. 'Cause right now I need you to take a chance on me. You've heard it before, but this time I let the action speak. 'Cause right now I need you to take a chance on me. Snow's on the plane, make a clean slate. Everybody makes mistakes on the second take. Time brings change, but I'm still the same person that you met on the first day. What you think I'm waiting for? I'll be okay, I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Snow's on a plane, make a clean slate. Everybody make mistakes, second takes. That's what I'm waiting for. Time brings change, but I'm still the same person that I met on the first day. What you think I'm waiting for? Scars, far as what I am, scars still remain, but I'm still the person that met on the first day. What you think I'm waiting for? I'll be okay, I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Thanks for keeping it together. That was it was getting close to going off the rails, but appreciate that. Next, I got a jazz classic. Really, gonna take it south of the border, really far south of the border. Last year, I had the pleasure of being able to go to Brazil, and the samba tradition there is wonderful. It's great. And so I'm going to be playing a little bit of Wave, if anyone knows it. Antonio Carlos Jobim, he's most famous person in Rio, which is where I was in Brazil. When you actually fly into Rio, the airport is called Antonio Carlos Jobim Airport. So he's their number one. He's their like Billy Joel. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do next. Thank you. That backing track I made like literally an hour ago, and so it worked. It made it. That was what I was okay. Weight off my back that backing track came through. One more song. This is actually a song I've been through my like daily devotionals. When I have a couple playlists, and my brother actually made a playlist. It's got a bunch of worship songs, and I've been listening to one on there, and I love it. So I decided to just try it out. It's called "Open Space" by House Fires, and yeah, just gonna try it. But yeah, this is my last song. So. Pull me in closer, close to your heart. May I be a pure reflection of all you are. Love that is patient, love that is kind, a love that keeps no offenses or wrongs in mind. Make me like Jesus, make me like Jesus. My heart is an open space for you to come and have your way. I'm open, I'm open. Faithful to find me right where I am. Though even in my wandering, you call me friend. Mercy receives me, lifts me to my feet. I'm caught up in the wonder and mystery of knowing Jesus. My heart is an open space for you to come and have your way. I'm open, I'm open. My heart is an open space for you to come and have your way. I'm open, I'm open. My heart is an open space for you to come and have your way. I'm open, I'm open. Say whatever you want to say. Do whatever you want to do. Say whatever you want to say. Change whatever you want to change. My heart is an open space for you to come and have your way. I'm open, I'm open. My heart is an open space for you to come and have your way. I'm open, I'm open. My heart is an open space for you to come and have your way. I'm open. My heart is an open space for you to come and have your way. I'm open. What are you saying? What are you doing? What are you saying? Where are you going? My heart is open wide. My eyes are open wide. My heart is an open space for you to come and have your way. I'm open. I'm open.
Yeah, Jesse.
Thank you guys.
Good stuff, man. That was cool. He said that was going to be some gentle rapping, but that was some rhythmic, seismic saxophone that really stuck to the heart, man. Thank you. That was powerful stuff. Well done. We got Jim in the back. Jim, what's up, brother? Good to see you. So we're gonna do another act quick here. Give it up one more time for Jesse. He's been practicing. He's been putting in the hours. So we're going to do one more act, then we're going to take a little intermission, and then we're going to have a couple acts after that. But we got snacks in the back, bathrooms in the back corner, fridge is open, there's water, there's pop, help yourself, and then we'll start up a fire a little bit later tonight. So that's... Wait, no. All right, so I have a few quick stories that I just would love to share with the class if you're interested. This is the act. My whole life is an act, okay? I'm just pretending this whole time. Yeah. All right, so little kids are interesting, aren't they? No, listen, I'm trying, okay? Just give me a minute. Don't ask me questions. Little kids are so interesting. You never know what they're going to say, what they're going to do. Well, one of my friends that works in student ministry at Chapel, they had a student on the bus, and whatever, they had some sort of doctor's appointment to like look at things, check the kid out, make sure he's okay. And apparently the kid has attention deficit disorder, I think, yeah, right? And the kid told the student leader at the time about it, was trying to explain it. They're like, wait, I don't understand. What are you saying? What is it that the doctor said you have? And the kid's like, well, I don't know what I have, but it's HD, and I got 80 of them, so it's my ADHD, whatever that means. So that's a true story. I didn't make that up, and I know it sounds pretty dumb, but it's not, I swear. But okay, today, this literally happened to me today. I had to change one of my nephew's diapers. Do you know how challenging it is? Well, so there's some moms in the room. So you guys, I've never changed my nephew's diaper when he had a blowout. I mean, it was explosion. And Sarah was upstairs because I was babysitting. So I was like, I got this. I'm 31 years old. I can change a diaper, figure this out. So I got a diaper, put it under little baby Mikey, and he was very good. Luckily, he didn't move around a bunch and go crazy. But I used probably 80 wipes, and that other diaper I had got messy as well somehow. So I had to use a third diaper. Eventually, we got through it though, and I was like, Nikki, that's his older brother. I said, Nikki, I need some help. I need a garbage bag because I got a big mess over here. So he went into I needed a grocery bag actually, but he got me a giant garbage bag. I was like, you know what, Nick, that's fine. Let's just throw everything in there. But we cleaned it up, and everything was fine. The little child survived. But I don't really think I want to change more diapers like that. Okay, how many of you guys grew up as Star Wars fans? Show of hands. We got some in the back there, some up front here. Okay. Well, when you're a Star Wars fan, and you're also growing up in the Catholic Church, there's a weird combo that can happen. It's not a bad thing. It's just interesting. It's just funny how that works. So a lot of times people will say, may the Force be with you. We know that, right? We know that. Well, now with Catholic upbringing, my response is, and with your spirit. And they just don't understand what I'm saying. But they get the Star Wars reference. They like that. Now, I would not fully classify myself as a hunter, per se. Maybe more of a gatherer. But I am definitely a hunter. I went up. I think, Caleb, you in the back there? Oh, yeah, he knows. So I went up to Wisconsin a couple years ago with my boy Caleb, and he took me hunting. And it was a great experience for me. He probably didn't feel the same because I pretty much talked the whole time when we were in the deer stand. And he's like, Daniel, I need you to stop talking. I was like, all right, no problem, man, no problem. But then I lean over, take out my cup of coffee, open it up, I'm pouring it. Like, he's like, why can't you just shut up for like 2 minutes? I said, dude, there's no deer around, man. Yeah, because you're scaring them away. I was like, all right, fine, it's cool. So we're up in our deer stand, and it's cold, and we got layers and layers, and we're not up there for less than an hour. I say, Caleb, I got to pee, man. What do I do? And there's two of us that we climbed probably like an 80-foot ladder. Am I right? Yeah, pretty much the same thing. 20. I was up high in these trees, and it was winter, Wisconsin, northern Wisconsin, Arcadia. Arcadia, if you know about that, you wouldn't know. I had to search it. It looks like I was in Yugoslavia. It was so cold up there. And so I had to go pee. So naturally, I was like, well, how does this work? What do I do? And he's like, well, you know, I can get the backstory, but let me rewind. It's really good. So you're supposed to bring a bottle, and you're supposed to pee in the bottle when you're up in your deer stand. Okay, some are nodding. They know. Well, I got right when we pulled up in the car to the place, to the woods, to the forest. We were in the forest. I had to go pee right away. So naturally, I peed in the bottle. But then I put the bottle in my backpack, and then because you take it with you, you're gonna use it later. I climb up the deer stand. Turns out that bottle was punctured by a tree. And as I climbed, it poured out all over the tree stand, my backpack, and the area around us. And Caleb saw it, and he just shakes his head in disapproval. He's like, Daniel, what's the point? Why are we even out here? Because you can't let your scent, scare away the deer. So then fast forward, when I was up there with him, I was like, dude, I got to pee again, and I kind of broke that bottle. Where do I go now? He goes, you know what? Just go over the edge. For all it's worth, just go pee over the edge. And guess how many deer we saw that day? None. But we moved locations, and then it ended up working out. But what's cool now is when you go through an experience like that, I was up there for like 2 days hunting in the wilderness. He told me if I shoot a deer, I have to eat its own heart. I have to take a bite out of the heart. Some people agree. This is a thing? So I'm with him and his dad, and I bagged a deer, I shot a deer. That was pretty cool. Well, maybe not so much if you don't like that kind of stuff. But what was neat about it is, like, after the fact, as we are now with said deer and doing the setup that you have to do after you kill the deer, his dad is going into this deer with no gloves on, just taking things out and doing stuff, and I'm like, Papa T, do I really have to take a bite out of his heart? Because I'm from Illinois, and I don't do that stuff. I grew up in an alley where we played kick the can. I don't know, I'm not ready for this. And it was just a gnarly scene, and I have such gratitude for those that are in Wisconsin and hunters and have to do that. So thank you. If you don't know where your hamburgers come from, they're not from me, probably somebody else. But it was a great experience. But now anytime I go to Wisconsin, guess what's cool? There are signs in all the bars and restaurants that say, Hunters Welcome. So you know me. I'll walk in there because I am now in the hunter area. That's my hunting story. Okay, so how many of you guys have been into that show called The Bear? The Bear, we got some hands raised. Okay, that's the one about the chef in Chicago, the Italian beef. Put the Italian dressing on it, run it through the garden, put some jardinera. And what's interesting is this is a show. Have you seen it, Lex? Do you know what it's about? A chef it's in a high-paced restaurant business. Some of us know what it's like to work in the restaurant industry. Aaron. And it can be high stress, high intensity levels. Well, for some reason, I'm watching the show, and I watched the first episode, second episode, and all of a sudden, I'm getting all hyped up. I'm like, man, I think I want to work in a kitchen. I mean, they're always yelling at each other. They're swearing at one another. They're knocking things down. Things are burning, but I just want to say, yes, chef, fire everything. Thank you, chef. Heard, chef. I just like the lingo, and all of a sudden, I want to smoke cigarettes all the time. What a long day, man. Aaron, maybe you and I, in the back of Bono, we can get out there. So I don't recommend that lifestyle per se, but there was something about watching that lifestyle that I was like, this looks intriguing. And it was very stressful. It was very stressful just to watch, but beautiful as well. All right, so where is Kim? Is Kim here? Dang it. That's okay. She'll miss we'll save that one for when she comes around. Okay. This is my last bit, and then you guys can leave. Oh, wow. Wow, thanks, Pa. Thanks a lot. So I would self-identify myself. What is the wording for that? Self-assign? Self-proclaim. I am a self-proclaimed, uncultured rock and roll musical person. Whatever that. I don't know music well. My favorite artists are Blink-182, Linkin Park, and that's probably it. Small things. And I don't know any Dolly Partons, but I do work 9 to 5. Hey. So I'm kind of inept when it comes to music and rock and roll. And I am convinced that any rock and roll song I hear, whether it's in my dad's garage or it's in the car, it's out at a Menards or something. I don't even go to Menards. I don't know why I said that. But any rock and roll song I hear, I'm convinced that it's either Metallica or AC/DC. That's it. That's all I know. Probably because Andrew, my older brother, had a large Metallica poster in his room growing up, so I would always see that, and AC/DC would wear stuff like that. So those are the only two logos I've seen. So every song I hear, I'm like, it's got to be Metallica, right? Well, we were hanging out here a couple weeks ago. We were playing cards in the back, and there was an awesome rock song on. Andrew had put the music on down here, and it got to like the guitar riff. I was like, dude, this is good stuff. What is this? I really like. Man, rock and roll is kind of cool. What is this? It's a cool song. I said, is this like Metallica or something? He goes, D. He takes his beer, puts it down, sets it on the table. Takes off his glasses. He doesn't even wear glasses. Somehow he had them on. He goes, D. This is Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd, one of the greatest guitar solos ever done. And I was like, oh, I definitely knew that. I just was making sure that it was not Metallica. But I just feel like every song I hear is Metallica or the AC/DC one. And then when I've recently been trying to practice, I guess this is like 2 years ago, I've been trying to practice the Landslide song by Fleetwood Mac. Do we know this? We got some fans. Okay. It's solid. So as I've been practicing, I was down here in the basement, just plucking around. And my brother-in-law, Mike, he was down here earlier with the kiddos. They're taking the kids to bed right now. But I'm in the corner just practicing, singing, trying my best. And Mike leans over. He goes, hey, D, if you're going to do Stevie Nicks, make sure you do it right. And I was like, bro, this is Fleetwood Mac. What are you talking about? And his look of disappointment, because Stevie Nicks apparently is the lead singer of Fleetwood Mac. And I get this. You ready for your mind to be blown? Stevie Nicks is a girl. Didn't know that at all. So I'm constantly learning things, and I'm telling some of these stories to my friend and coworker now, Amanda Hull. How many of you guys know Amanda Hull? She's pretty cool. She's like the third sister I didn't want, but somehow I got. And kind of like a bad habit. You just can't kick her. So she's just around, and she picks on me a bunch, but it's out of love. It's definitely out of love. So I'm telling her these stories, and she's having a laugh and poking fun at me. And she looks over. She's like, Daniel, are you like the black sheep of your family? And by black sheep, I mean the white sheep, because you don't know any of these things. And I was like, definitely. I don't know what that means, but that's definitely me. I will take credit for that. And then I told her, well, hey, time out. Listen, I'm kind of a big rock guy. You know, I'm actually have to check, make sure he's not here. I'm actually going to a rock concert soon. I'm going to a Metallica concert. Yeah, I know you don't know this yet, but it's a surprise for Gondek's birthday, so don't tell Gondek. Hopefully it goes through. We are. Don't show him the video. But his fiance or his wife now invited us to go to a Metallica concert, and I was like, yeah, for sure, dude, I'll go. I totally rock and roll, man. That's great. So I'm telling Amanda, I was like, I'm gonna go to this concert. She's like, well, what are you gonna wear? I said, well, I don't know. First of all, it's in like 4 months, so I'm not thinking 4 months ahead. And then, stop it, Jaden. Stop it, okay? I know you're already making fun of me for something. I said, well, probably black jeans. You know, that's a thing. And she goes, do you own a pair of black jeans? I said, I own one pair. She just shakes her head in disapproval. You own one pair. I was like, yeah. And then what kind of shoes are you going to wear, Daniel? You know, my Sperry's probably. She's so upset with me. She's like, no, this is terrible. This is all wrong. I said, I'm not worried, Amanda. This is in 4 months. I'll figure it out then. And I said, well, let me tell you about my awesome Sperry's, because some people like them, some people hate them. Let them choose how they want. But I said, when I wear my Sperry's, I am trying to look like I own a yacht. You know, that's the vibe I try to give off. She goes, well, it looks like you're ready to go on a boat all the time with your Sperry's, but you definitely don't look like you own a yacht. People that own yachts wearing Gucci, and they're wearing shoes that have fur inside, fur-lined. I was like, well, listen, this is my persona and who I am. Take it or leave it. And with that, thank you guys so much for coming out. Really appreciate it. We're going to take a 10-minute break, grab a snack, grab a drink, and then we'll be back up here shortly. Talk to you soon.
Stepping on the last train marked me like a bloodstain.
gonna start playing a little guitar, and he's gonna do a little song and dance. Not dance, but he's gonna do a little
Not
song.
dance
So,
just yet.
Era, whenever you're ready, you just start playing.
Okay,
Just keep it going. Yeah, just let it. Okay.
Yeah.
Not this time.
Okay. Man, you really know how to get someone down. Everything was fine until you came around. And I've been chasing after dreams in the clouds. After all, and I'm the one who said, keep your feet on the ground. Man, you really brought me back down. Hold on to hope if you got it. Don't let it go for nobody. They say that dreaming is free, but I wouldn't care what it cost me. Yeah, let's see. Okay. And then we got this one. Una mattina mi sono alzato. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato. Man, let me. Oh man, okay. Let's try this one. Satan, your kingdom must come down. Satan, your kingdom must come down. I hear the voice of Jesus saying, Satan, your kingdom must come down.
Oh, okay. That's over.
All right, Era, let's give it up, dude. Woo! That man, he is left the building. That was so awesome, Era. Thank you. Can someone check out? Yeah, Era. Oh, well, legendary. That was really cool, man. Thank you. It takes a lot to get up here and to perform and to sing and play at the same time. That's why I don't do that. I just make things up when I get up here, because it's a little bit easier for me. So we have one more regularly scheduled performer. But if there's any hidden talents out there, maybe you can sing, maybe you sing on worship, maybe you sing, maybe play guitar. So we're gonna call up a friend of ours, and she's a regular. We're very blessed to have her. She's probably the person that first opened our open mic night with one of the first performances. So we're gonna welcome Ani to the stage. Come on up. She's gonna sing some songs for us, and we're gonna get her set up. Give her a round of applause when she gets up here. Thank you.
guys. How's it going? I haven't done this in a while, but I'm excited. So, the first song is "We Belong Together" by Richie Valens. If anybody knows him, from the '50s, one of my favorite artists. Yeah, it's just a chill song to start off. So. You're mine, and we belong together. Yes, we belong together for eternity. You're mine. It's belong to only me. Yes, they belong to only me for eternity. My baby, and you'll always be. I swear by everything I own, you'll always, always be mine. You're mine, and we belong together. Yes, we belong together for eternity. Thanks. Okay. This next one is an original. It's called Calm Before the Storm. Should have seen it coming when the sky turned gray. Less afraid you'll leave, more afraid you'll stay. As thunder crashed, well, baby, in my mind, I turn rumbled chaos into lullabies. And you warned me to take shelter when it rained. 'Cause when it pours now, I only see your face. I miss the calm before the storm. I miss the fire in those eyes that kept me warm. And if I knew what the lightning had in store, I never would have let you hold a heart so pure. I'll be chasing every cloud for what I found before the storm. Should have seen it coming when the lights went out. How our passion flickered, never gave me doubts. As the wind blew harder, our foundation swayed. Still I held on tight, you let us drift away. And you warned me to take shelter in the rain. 'Cause when it pours now, I only see your face. Hearts racing, palms shaking. I knew it all too well. Storm warnings mean nothing. You're too in love to tell. Our ruins were doing until we fell. I miss the calm before the storm. I miss the fire in those eyes. Now ashes keep me to break a heart so pure. I'll be chasing every cloud. I'll be chasing every cloud. I'll be chasing every cloud for what we found before the storm. Okay. Okay, this last song is actually an old hymn that I love. It's a classic. You might know it. It's called "I'll Fly Away." I'm gonna try and get through it. Some bright morning, when this life is over, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore, and I'll fly away, and I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the morning, and when I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away, and when the shadows of this life have gone, I'll fly away like a bird from these prison walls I've flown. I'll fly away, and I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the morning, and when I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Just a few more weary days, and then I'll fly away to a land where joy shall never end, and I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the morning, when I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away, and I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the morning, when I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away, when I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Thank you.
Ooh, good stuff. That was beautiful. Thank you, Ani, for sharing. So we have two newcomers that just showed up recently tonight, and with two newcomers means that they are going to be asked to sing a song, a duet, since they came late. So I'm looking for the Lefflers. Are the Lefflers here? Teresa, Charles, anybody? Dynamic duo. You guys are. No, you are the dynamic duo. Darn it, that didn't work. All right, anyways, we're just going to do some karaoke. So the rest of the night. Brittany! What I meant to say is, Brittany's up next. No, seriously, we're going to start with Brittany, and then we're going to go into some karaoke.
So let's welcome Brittany on up. Woo!
I'm never coming again. That's so rude.
I have her on the set list, and then I blanked. What do you need, Brittany? Do you need a
I need a mic and probably
Give her the other mic. Yeah, that one's better.
Take it away, Brittany. Do you need music?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, cool.
Can you? I'm pretty loud, but
That's great.
am I?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, I'm Brittany. Before I get started, maybe listen. Is that better? I don't know. I'm probably gonna move around a lot. So I noticed that there's some new art here tonight, at least to me. Right over there. I don't know how you guys got a picture of my boyfriend, but that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Also, Brittany, what are you doing up here? You can't sing. I know. I was. I know. I was going through some childhood memories recently, and I forgot that I wrote stories from like 2005 to like 2010. I was like in elementary school and middle school, and I wasn't a good writer. But these stories, just you wait. So yeah, I think this one. I think to get to know who I was from like 2005 to 2010, I have this schoolwork that I did. It's a book of poems. Some hearts. Oh, aw. Yeah. There's a poem that I wrote, and I guess I had to like describe who I was. So this is what it looks like. Ooh, really creative. Okay. I wish for, okay, this is totally it. I wish for peace on earth. I wish for no more pollution. Guys, it's so funny. I wish for a pillow pet. I wish for good grades. I wish for everyone to have a happy holiday. This one, I still hold like a grudge. I wish for a new wall color. I had like the ugliest like yellow but almost white wall color, and my parents were like, your room was the only room we painted. And I was like, really? That's embarrassing. Anyway, next line of this poem. I wish to get into a good college. I dropped out of college. I wish for 17 again. Parentheses. Movie. I wish for happiness. The end. So that's kind of the vibe for these awesome, beautiful, great stories. Let me find another one. I should have. I got them. Also, I saw the news today. Did you see that NASA put out a new satellite? It's for an apology to the aliens. They're calling it Apollo G. Got him. Okay, this one, I used to like date like the year that I wrote it. I don't know how old I was, but this is called The Horse That Could Fly. One sunny morning in a dark, dark forest lived a flying horse named Sparkle. The flying horse was sad because she had no candy. Her friend, the flying chipmunk, asked her why she was sad. Sparkle informed her friend that she needed candy to live, otherwise she would shiver up and die. All that Sparkle's parents... I didn't realize this was going to be so funny. I was like, oh, they're going to hate it. Sparkle informed her friend that she needed... Okay, I already read that part. Yeah. All that Sparkle's parents would feed her was spinach and liver. They were very evil parents. Sparkle's friend said, I have some candy, and the best thing about it is that it looks like fruits and vegetables. Sparkle said,
thank you, thank you, thank you a billion times. Her friend the flying chipmunk said, no problem. Sparkle went home. Her parents saw that she had some fruits and vegetables, so they said at the same time, eat up those fruits and vegetables right now. So she did. Then a bunch of neighborhood animals came over to give Sparkle candy that looked like fruits and vegetables. At dinner time, Sparkle ate the candy as fast as she could, but just then her dad ate the candy that looked like fruits and vegetables. He was furious. They had no idea whatsoever. Sparkle was sad. She knew she had done the wrong thing, lying to her friend, the flying chipmunk, and everyone in her neighborhood. She told her parent what she did, and then her mom said, we love you, but you should not do that. Should not do that. You are going to your room. If you had dinner or not, we are both disappointed. Good night. Good night, Sparkle said sadly. But the next day, she learned her lesson, and everyone lived a happy life. So, sure. Listen, a lot of these are like short. A lot of these are short stories. Listen, as a kid, I probably had a sugar problem, and as an adult, I still have a sugar problem. So that was not fixed. This story I wrote said redone, so I rewrote this story. And this is called A Rock Star and a Lonely Boy by Brittany Johan. One day, two twins were born, but when their parents got into a huge fight when they were 3 years old, they got separated. The first twin, Ryan, always dreamed about being a rock star. That happened. This is just so stupid. The second twin, Alex, wanted to be loved. That did not happen. Until 15 years later, they met at McDonald's. They didn't notice at first. There's another story that I referenced McDonald's, and I don't know. Okay. Okay, they met at McDonald's, and they didn't notice at first, but they were twins. So they spent their whole day together. And at last, Alex and Ryan were happy. The end. Really inspirational. I got like 4. Yeah. This one, I was like way younger. I have some art to the side, and also it was a color changing pen. So that's fun, I think. It's okay if you don't think that. This one's called The Haunted House, obviously by Brittany Johan. One scary night, I went to a house. I saw signs that said, go back, you'll be sorry. I do have to point out that you'll is spelled Y-U-L-L. Okay? But I went in anyway. I seen my brother, Jason, tied up on the wall. Okay. I untied him. Then I seen my friend Olivia. She saw a ghost. And ghost is spelled G-O-S-T, obviously. Then I realized this was a haunted house. I told Jason to put on his football helmet. Then I told Olivia to put on her helmet. Then I put on my helmet. A ghost said, do you want to be my friend? We screamed and ran. The ghost cried. He said he was a good ghost. We said we'll be his friend. And we all had fun together. Okay. Thank you. I got 3 more. This one's a poem. I do need to point out that I did not have any sort of relationship until after college. So young Brittany knew a lot about romance, but didn't know how to like put her like best foot forward, you know? This one's called The Cruise Ship of Love. You're sweet as candy. You're perfect as an angel. You float like a cruise ship.
I love it.
Are you calling me fat? Okay. I'm guessing I was in like 3rd grade, okay? I don't know. You swing like joy. You walk like a supermodel. You dance like the moon. Your eyes are stars in the sky. And most important, you make me smile. That's probably written about one of like the one out of the 5 crushes I had at the time. No. Okay, this one is called The Allergy, and allergy is spelled Alergie. Okay. I think it. Well, I've kind of forgot what this one's about, but obviously I put it in the pile for a reason. One evening, Alice the Good ate a brownie. This was not good because she was allergic to everything sweet. See, I'm telling you, I have a sugar problem. Which is pretty much everything. Wait, what? Listen, the lighting's kind of rough over here. Okay, ate a brownie is not good because she's allergic to everything sweet. Which is pretty much everything. So she did not know after the doctor told. What the heck? After the doctor told her. And if this was not enough, she loved everything sweet. So she accepted her new baggage, went home, then went to sleep. Big word. The next morning, she woke up. Alice was about to have her favorite breakfast cereal, Frosted Flakes. But then Alice remembered she could not eat sweets. So Alice threw away her favorite cereal. She ate strawberry oatmeal instead. I know it's still sweet, okay? As an adult, I know that. Little Brittany thought that oatmeal was probably healthier, but okay, anyway. After she had her breakfast, she and her friends went to the mall called the Goatly Goat Mountain Mall. But everyone just called it the TGGMM. For short. When they arrived at the mall in their Mini Cooper, they went straight into the store called Sweet Things. If you didn't watch The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, I can't explain that to you. Alice was scared. When they got in, it was all sweets. Alice could not help but have one brownie. By surprise, nothing happened. Alice took a cupcake and ate it. Nothing happened. The doctor lied. She could eat sweets. Later that day, she told everyone she knew. They were proud of Alice because she took a big risk. After she called Mrs. Goat, she ate the last yummy, delicious brownie. The end. Okay. This was a school project, January 2010. It's for language arts. And this is the story of the missing $10 million chair. One day there was a 13-year-old girl named Sue. She was an ordinary girl going to a normal school. Then one day she got a strange call when she was at home. Yeah. Sue had no idea who it was. The person said he was Mr. James that owned the 3 McDonald's in the city. Mr. James said, "I have lost a priceless chair. Help!" Sue said, "I can't. I haven't solved anything in my life before, not even what I have for lunch." Then Mr. James said, "Please, you're my last hope. I've called everyone in the city. Please." Sue said, "Sure, but I better get paid." Yes, anything," Mr. James replied. Then Sue had right away started working on the mystery. Sue started by getting research about the $10 million chair. She found out that it was pasted on throughout his family. I think I meant to say past, but autocorrect. So she found out it was passed on through his family. The chair was 100 years old and was very rare. It looked red fabric and it could not rock. The legs were dark wood. Sue Sue understood why someone would want to take it. It was beautiful. It had inside the chair a $10,000 bill. I don't even know if those exist, but I don't know. They should, and I would really like one, actually. That would be nice. She realized she had to find the chair fast. Then she took a break and read the paper. She couldn't believe her eyes. They had suspects. Sue had a great start. For the first time in her life, she was surprised. One of the suspects was her old 7th grade teacher, Carl. Okay. She thought interviewing him would be the best thing to do. Besides, she knew where he lived. Why a 13-year-old girl knows where a teacher lives? That sounds inappropriate. Anyway, so she called him immediately. She dialed the numbers and then pressed on. No one answered. 10 minutes pasted. She called again. No one answered. 15 minutes pasted. Again, think I meant to type past, but autocorrect. She called one more time. No one answered. So Sue called her best friends, Lulu and Missy, to see if they would like to help her on her mystery and come to Carl's house. They said, okay, and off they went to meet Carl at Carl's house. When they arrived, they knocked once. They knocked twice. They knocked 3 times. No one answered. But the door opened all by itself. All the girls excitedly said, cool. Okay. When they went inside, all the lights were off. Lulu turned on the living room lights while Missy and Sue tried to find Carl. Lulu was freaked out. There were no TVs, no couches, and no side tables, but tons and tons of chairs. Lulu called to Sue and Missy. I have something to show you guys. They came down as fast as they could. Missy and Sue were also freaked out. Then suddenly Sue said, that's the chair. We caught Carl. Side note, there's a regular at the coffee house that I work at, and his name's Carl, and he's a lawyer, and he's always grumpy. But in the past, 2 months, we're like, hey, Carl. He's like, hi. And then, and he's like, give me number 1. We don't have a number 1. We hand out numbers. And we're like, you're number 1 in our hearts. So it's been a thing for 3 months, and now I'm reading the story about Carl, and will I tell him? Absolutely not. But I kind of want to. Anyway, picking up on the story. So they called Carl, and then the police came popping in saying that Carl was missing. Then Sue said, well, he took Mr. James' chair. The police said that once they find Carl, that they would put him in prison. Mr. James just came in and said, thank you, thank you. How can I repay you? Then Sue said, well, you did say you would pay me. And Mr. James replied, you're right. I will pay you, and your friends too. So he took out his wallet and then paid each of them $100. Thanks, said the 3 excitingly. Mr. James took his chair and left, and the police started finding Carl. And the 3 girls went to the mall to spend their $100 they got from Mr. James. The end. That's all the stories I'll have ever. I don't know whether to say sorry or thank you. Good night.
Yes, Brittany.
Who I am as a person make more sense.
That was fun. That was a good trip down memory lane, and I think we should rebrand the basement to the TGGG, whatever, the goat. The TGGMM, the Goats Going Mobile. What was it called? The Ghostly Ghouls. This girl writes a story that also says she's going to a house that says, turn back, don't enter. And then she says, I entered the house. And it was haunted. That was awesome, Brittany. Can we give it up for amazing writing skills? What a gift. So we are going to open up the platform now to a little bit of karaoke. We have this awesome apparatus that we purchased, put a down payment on it. It's called YouTube, and we get to use that. We do still have ads. Yeah, we are taking donations for YouTube Pro. So we're going to start with the lineup. Let me get this thing queued up, and then we'll be back up here shortly. Help yourself some coffee, donuts, my friends. And we'll be back up shortly. Aaron is leaving the party. Aaron is leaving the party. Teresa is going to be singing next.